want to. I go what I want when I want to.
Hey, run that shit up, Trace.
I do what I want when I want to. I go what I want when I want to. I do what I want when I want to. Go where I want when I want to. I drive what I want when I want to. Smoke what I want when I want to. You nigga be pussy, you nigga just capping. We already know what you gon' do. You nigga be pussy, you nigga just capping. We already know what you gon' do. Yeah, I do what I want when I want to. Go where I want when I want to. Yeah, I drive what I want when I want to. Smoke what I want when I want to. You nigga be pussy, you nigga just capping. We already know what you gon' do. You nigga be pussy, you nigga just capping. We already know what you gon' do. I been this shit since a baby and pepper. I had it on a mixing the loco with a fountain. I never liked gold, but I kill me a hammer. You kill one of mine, you gon' have to answer. Bananas on top of bananas. I'm going A shit, I'm going banana. You ain't talking my shit, so I'm changing the channel. Yeah, big bang roll, gotta run me a check. Or told him be patient like that, you next. So feet on the net, hell no, I can't let her. All about the green, I ain't talking my letters. Hating that niggas always wanna test us. Fuck the chest, we shoot next up. Line them up like who next up. I don't think you niggas wanna test us. I've been in this shit for a minute, though. No master people, my bank got no limit. Yeah, they gon' hate me when I say I done did it. Yeah, nigga finally living. I'm on a mission, I got no choice but to go get it. Look at my mama, she living the life that you wanna live. This shit is a gift. I do what I want when I want to. Go where I want when I want to. I try what I want when I want to. Smoke what I want when I want to. You nigga be pussy, you nigga just capping. We know what you gon' do. You nigga be pussy, you nigga just we already know what you gon' do. Yeah, I do what I want when I want to. Go where I want when I want to. Yeah, I try what I want when I want to. Smoke what I want when I want to. You nigga be pussy, you nigga just capping. We already know what you. You nigga be pussy, you nigga just we already know what you gon' do.
Hold up, wait a minute, let me get this right, let me get this fucking straight. You nigga get talk, you don't want no smoke, but you fucking ride, nigga, what's a heavyweight? Heard to say what you gonna do, what you waiting on, pussy nigga, don't what you fucking move. We hang with them niggas that really got action. Cartoon, we come out of the show. My nigga would kick in your door, run in with his phone for putting every motherfucker on the floor. Straight head shot, flexing. Everybody got a problem, real blessing. Give his ass that whole Smith and Weston. This real life, don't test.
I do what I want when I want to. Go where I want when I want to. I try what I want when I want to. Smoke what I want when I want to. You nigga be pussy, you nigga just capping. We already know what you gon' do. You nigga be pussy, you nigga just capping. We already know what you gon' do.
Hold up. Look.
Yo, man, it's your boy Hawk like this to Chop It Up podcast, and I got a good one for you today. But before we introduce our special guest, what you just got finished listening to was Great Woo, Run It Up. You know what I'm saying? Dope ass song, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, man. Make sure you support the artists on all streaming platforms. My guest is CEO, Faceoff Entertainment. 40 years in the business. Radio personality. The one and only Big O is in the building.
What up, what's happening, bro?
What's happening? Good to have you in the building.
Hey, man, it's all love, bro.
Oh, man, I appreciate the love. We appreciate the love. Everybody in the comments, we'll see you coming in the buildings. Make sure you share the broadcast, like, comment, and subscribe. Getting straight into it, man. I know you got 40 years in the business. What advice would you give? What advice would you give a youngster trying to find his way in this business, in this music business?
Okay, before I answer that, let me do a quick on the spot correction. I am Faceoff Entertainment's label manager. The CEO is actually Great Woo, the artist that you just seen on the video of Run It Up. So just want to make sure. Now to answer your question is, first of all, you got to be dedicated. Number one, you can have all the talent in the world without the heart and the drive and dedication, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely. So how did you form this relationship? Because I interviewed one of your artists Shout out Caution.
Yeah,
She was the first female artist
yeah.
to come on my podcast to do an interview. And how did
Appreciate
you
you on that.
form these?
Yes, sir.
No problem at all. How did you form these business relationship with these talented artists?
You said the keyword business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a radio personality, so I network with people I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Part of radio is, you go out and sell, you do guerrilla marketing, you put up posters and do live broadcast places you never been to before, places you probably never want to go. And one
Mm-hmm.
thing I learned growing up since the age of 12 when I first got into this was, I wasn't a rapper. I don't know how to sing. I was a b-boy back in the 80s. So I learned because my street hustle, me being in the streets, I knew how to network. So when
Mm-hmm.
I was 12, I knew how to finesse grown ass people.
Mm-hmm.
So I had people like the late Jam Master Jay from Run DMC pull me on the side. Scarface from the Ghetto Boys. Tony Draper from Swab House Records. All these legends and stuff. And every time I used to come through, I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky. They would, hey, who can we get to put up posters? Motherfucker didn't even know who these people were. They didn't know who they 8 Ball and NJGs were, the Ghetto Boys, the Fifth Ward Boys, and then shout out to everybody, out of New Orleans, Soldier Slim, and everybody. Nobody knew who those people were. Up in Louisville, nobody knew. So, and this is before Percy's sister moved from New Orleans up to Louisville, Kentucky. Percy Miller, Master P. So, because I had that military background with my parents traveling and being in Fort Polk, Louisiana, and all these places, I was already hip to what was coming out of the streets. You know what I'm saying? What was happening in the 80s and shit like that. And then, people start really talking about it, putting it on, as they say, banging on wax, and start transitioning. So when my parents we moved from Louisiana to Tennessee, to Kentucky, to Georgia, back to Kentucky, I was bringing music back from the South, the Deep South, the Southwest, and motherfuckers was like, what are you playing? And then I was sharing it. Well, at that time we had cassettes and all that shit. So everybody like, man, this shit is dope. Well, we didn't have no urban radio up in the Midwest, none of that. So it was all about word of mouth and getting out and networking with strangers you don't know. Is you got to be able to walk up to somebody and introduce yourself and say, hey, would you mind checking this out? This is what I do. This is who I represent. And then it just started growing. The older I got, the better I got at it. People would always correct me. I always kept an open ear. I didn't get offended when somebody would tell me, bro, you're doing it wrong. I was a rough young dude, so I didn't know how to approach your average 9-to-5 worker that work in an office building. I couldn't walk up to Becky, Susie, and Marianne, you know what I'm saying? Because they look at me thinking I'm about to get them. But once I learned how to soften my approach, I knew when to tone it down and when to flare it up. I started making progress. And then, word of mouth got around. Motherfucker that work good, hustle good, man. They're gonna, I was going on tours with rock bands, gospel bands, country bands, everybody, bro. They were like, who can we get that can travel that's been around the Midwest? Shit, they call my mom or my pops and shit. We're like, yeah, have it back in 2.5 months when you go back to high school. Shit, hey, I'm out of here. I'm getting that money. $2,500, $5,000 when you're a shorty. And it was legal, and they had to worry about the police chasing you, niggas trying to shoot you, none of that shit, man. And then I was getting paid on the road on top of what I was doing. Shit, you couldn't go better. Networking. Being able to network.
Yeah. I tell people my story about how I became a podcaster, because I was doing battle rap at first. The podcasting thing was by accident. It was by total accident. I think I had with something, and me and the guy did it, and he said that's what you should be doing. And I said maybe I should take it a little bit more seriously and do it now, because I wasn't doing it. Like, I was always a shy person, so podcasting was the farthest thing from my mind. Doing this right here was the farthest thing. So for me to be able to excel at that y'all know out there that that whatever that you're thinking about, if you're dedicated to it and willing to give it 110% and step out on faith, you can succeed pretty much at any
Yes,
goal
sir.
that you have.
Real
Um,
talk though. That's real shit though.
yeah, definitely
You can't be
real
scared.
shit.
Don't come out of halfway. Because I'm gonna tell you something. The music
No,
business is nasty. It's 90% bullshit,
mm-hmm.
10% real talent, business.
You know, it's like
If
third
you,
time I heard that, but it's so true.
it really is, but it's very small though. That 10% is
Mm-hmm.
a small circle. A lot of these cats that you see in these videos pushing these Lambos, and man, we can rent that shit all day long when we go to Florida or Louisiana and shoot videos. Well, we don't do it,
Yeah,
bro. You know, we use what we got and we just, yeah, hey, fuck that, dog, man. Look, I'm not putting on and dropping $20,000, $30,000, bro, and I got a whole household of family. You know what I'm saying? I got bills that's gonna come. To
yeah,
impress me for a 4-minute video? Nah,
yeah.
bro. We ain't doing none of that. And we move differently. You know, a lot of people, I just only sent you people that are ready now as far as the videos that you're gonna play today. You know,
Mm-hmm.
how this relationship formed with Wu and I. Like I said, Wu and AD Polo is his little brother. AD Polo used to be my music director at one of my radio stations. I go around, I build
Mm-hmm.
radio stations and stuff. So Polo
Okay.
actually was telling me one day, he said, "Hey, check my brother out." And I said, "Who's your brother?" And he was like, "Wu." I said, "Wu from Southern Chaos." That was the group that Wu was with. You know, they all out of Macon, Haddock, Georgia, and shit. They
Yeah.
country boys down there in Georgia. So shout out to all the country boys right there. So yeah. And
Yeah.
so I said, "Oh yeah." He said, "Man, they still playing this shit, man. It's from 2002, still on the radio." I was like, "Yeah, well, we
Mm-hmm.
about to play it on the radio now. It's 2012, 2013. We about to turn this shit right now." And then start introducing them to the Midwest just out of, shit. It was just some hot music. It was making music back then that was ahead of that time. So I can take a 2002 record, 2004 record that Wu and them made from the group and play it today, and you would think it's a brand new artist that came out. Half of them guys ain't alive no more, or doing music. That's how hot and how far they are with the talent. Polo is the producer first and foremost. Polo used to be part of the 808 Mafia, Neutron, Polo,
Mm-hmm.
Southside, Lex Luger, all these cats. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
y'all know, anybody in their 30s or older know that's who put Gucci and Walk in the game
For sure.
and shit. Shout out to DJ Ace. He was there. He was the whole DJ for both of them, for all three, and OJ the Juice Man. So but these are, when you meet these people, these are relationships you always want to keep, because just because they're not out here doing something that you remember them doing 15 years ago, shit, hey, they all got business ventures now. Hey, we get older, we get smarter, we think different, we move different. So, like I said, it was Polo that reintroduced me to Wu. I just knew Wu from Southern Chaos, the group. Southern Chaos, I used to go see them on tour when I was down in Mississippi and all these other places, because they was on the Best of the South tour. It was him, Lil Wayne, T.I., 8Ball, MJG, Bun B, Pimp C, Paul Wall, Little Flip, all these cats. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how I remember them. They used to hit all the HBCUs in the South and shit when they did the Best of the South tour and shit. So, and then one day Wu came up from Macon to my radio station and shit. We chopped it up for like a hot 5 minutes. I was on my way out. I had to catch a flight going to Cali, and then I came back. I said, "Man, I want to talk to your brother, man. Let's put him on tour with us."
Yeah.
So, and he was like, "For real?" I'm like, "Yeah." Well, see, when I asked, because I didn't really get a chance to talk to him the first time when we kind of met by accident,
Mm-hmm.
it was more so I didn't know he wasn't doing music no more.
Okay.
He got so much music, bro. Like, he got 4 albums and about 10, 15 singles. And then not to mention that what he's going to drop when he get out of prison. So, and me and Polo went on tour. We did the MTV thing, the anti-bullying thing. We was running through Mississippi doing all the skating rinks and all that shit. And Tennessee and Arkansas, Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, and Michigan, and then sudden one day we was in the whip together in the van, and then Wu called to say, "Hey, big bro, you really fuck with my music?" I said, "Bro, let me tell you something. If your shit's hot," and I was talking about his old shit. I didn't know he had made new music. He was still recording. He just didn't want to go out and tour no more. You know, when you got a family, you move differently. You dig what I'm saying? You know, you got to make sure everything's straight at home first. So, you know, and then, you know, he came back. We actually met in Louisville, Kentucky. We went to Louisville to do a radio interview down at one of my radio stations, and he pulled up on us, and we chopped it up, and we must talk for 2-3 days, bro. And shit, it's like I knew him for all my life, and I really haven't. You know, it's been about almost 10 years, man. My late wife that passed 3 years ago used to be his publicist. So when he came to my wife's funeral, it told me a lot about him. It wasn't about who I am, who I was. It just showed me the respect and the humility that he had for the hard work that my wife used to put in and shit. So, you know, and like I said, we like brothers now, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, him and Polo, man, shit, I give my life for them niggas. You know, I mean, it's just, you know, I move differently. We all have our lane. So I'm heavy in the marketing and networking with strangers. Polo, he produces. He's a great businessman, you know, and Wu, and they're both artists. Actually, Wu produced too, but you know, but the biggest thing is you know, we came together the right pieces. You know, just happened. It wasn't a force fit or it wasn't a money scheme. Like, bro, you know, I'm not moving till you got this much because I'm not about to waste my time. And then you say, fuck it, you give up one day. Yeah. You know, I need dedication, bro. I don't want, if you telling me you want me to work with you because you want a label deal, I won't fool with you, bro. Yeah. I can make you hot as the labels make an artist that nobody know. I know everything you need to do. I know the business. I know the paperwork and everything. You don't need a lawyer for that shit. You just got to be able to read, understand, and comprehend it and listen, bro. If you listen, it's going to get you a lot further. Man, look, man, I done had little dudes come at me, little street hustlers, man, you know, dropping 45, 50K right on in front of me in the table. So my nigga, I can buy you. I was like, bro, nigga, I ain't pressed for money, bro. Yeah. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. Right. Now, I might charge you for a plane ticket or a hotel or some dinner or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But dog, it ain't always about the money. When you hear these niggas on the radio talking about that they charging 50, 60, 100K for a feature, and then they're dumb niggas out here in the streets risking their life to try to get that feature with an artist. Now you got a feature with an artist that's signed with a major. But guess what? You can't release it because as soon as you release it on Spotify, Amazon, and all these places, guess what happens? The labels get notified and they snatch it from you. Mm-hmm. Well, I paid $100,000 for that record with Kevin Gates. Mm-hmm. Well, Kevin Gates didn't let Atlantic Records know. Mm-hmm. And Kevin Gates owe Atlantic Records some money. Mm-hmm. So we're going to take that record that you made, that you gave Kevin Gates for, and we're going to make him pay us that $100,000 back. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? If you don't know the business, why spend all that money to try to go and get yourself put on, and then you don't even get a video with the artist. Man, Kevin Gates was $40,000 for him to do a hook and a verse in my video. Okay, right. Did you not think about that before? That means you had no plan. Right. It's not just about networking; it's about planning. Plan ahead. Can you afford it? Do you have the paperwork? Mm-hmm. And then artists don't know how to posting a feature to Spotify. If I'm DJ Big O and I got Kevin Gates to do me a verse, I'm gonna put Kevin Gates' name under the main artist. Mm-hmm. Not because I own the record. I'm gonna put him first. Mm-hmm. That means I get all the publishing. That means that's my record, even though his name is first. And it also notifies the label that I'm respecting, even though he belongs to Atlantic Records, not just Breadwinners, but to Atlantic Records, because that's who's giving the distribution. But that's how you do it. Artists don't know how to do all that. It's simple. Right. So, you know, networking and listening and dedication.
Yes. The main keys to making in the industry. I know you've been in the game a while. What would you say would be the pros and cons of the music industry?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you the pros is if you love the network and if you love people and entertain people, and I mean genuinely love people. Um, I don't want to sound racist, man, but I fuck with the Caucasian. I love you all. You all are the funniest people when you get drunk. But guess what? You're not on that bullshit though. Our people, man, why? And it got a lot to do with our DJs. And I'm speaking personally, being a retired DJ. These new DJs don't know when to turn down the situation in a club. You know the club is going to close, right? And it's an hour till. Man, look, ain't no need to play about it and all that shit. Niggas already drunk it in their feelings. Bro, you got all these beautiful women in the club. Man, hold up, man. What happened to slow music? You know what I'm saying? Now you got a shooting at the club, a fight at the club. You know, and that's the disappointing thing about this. The industry. Yeah. You don't have to be an artist. It don't have to be my fault because I was there performing, and because if it's the major person, they're gonna blame the major person. But in reality, it's the DJ that doesn't know how to handle and read a crowd. If I know I got street music, and some of my street music talk about certain things of my past life, and I read the crowd and I see if I do this song, niggas are gonna fight tonight and niggas gonna get killed. So I'm not gonna do that song. I'm gonna do a hook and a verse part of it and I'm gonna change it. But that's because I know how to read a crowd. I'm that artist. Right. I'm not gonna throw up the finger at every motherfucker that paid $60, $80 to come see me at the door and say, fuck you. Niggas gonna wait on you coming out that door. They gonna get you. But understanding the atmosphere. We can go into any hood at any time and we respect people. You give respect, you show respect, and everything is cool. Don't make waves. You dig what I'm saying? And like I said, that's the sad thing about it, man, is just the violence in our culture. And that's not what we're on. We're killing each other, but we ain't killing the right people. Let's put it to you like that.
Yeah, and we're going to get back on that topic. You know, we're going to take a musical break because that was my next topic. And we're going to get into that, the state of hip-hop and violence and it's going to hip-hop. That's my next topic. I'm like how he came in with that segue. But we're going to get back into that right after we get out the music. We're going to play another song for you. This is AD Polo, Grey Woo.
Sex Sells. That's SEXXX. That's 4 X's. That's for 4 Polo's ex-women. Listen to the words. Y'all make sure you hit that like and share, man. Share this podcast, everybody.
Yeah, definitely share. Like, comment, share. You know we don't add anything. So if you want to donate, there's a link. That's fully your choice. If not, enjoy the show and like, comment, and subscribe. You know. Mute. Hold on. Don't hold it against me.
Yeah, gotta get the video up.
Yeah, gotta get the video up. We ain't doing that. Technical difficulty.
Hold up. Hey. I keep like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with me. I'm a dog, I chase cat, I'm screaming here, kitty kid. Hey, you better keep that trapping. If we start throwing money, then we keep that popping. What up? Sex sell though. I don't kiss her, I don't tell though. Look, sex sell though. I'm a dog.
Yes, sir. Shout out to AD Polo. Y'all follow him at ADPOLO. That's AD Polo. If you need beats, you want to feature anything like that, just hit him up at AD Polo. Great Woo. Y'all know what it is. GREATWU_SK. No, not the weapon SK. It's Southern Chaos SK. So y'all understand. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, man. Hey, by the way, though, AD, send me some beats, man. If you watch, send me some beats, man. Other than
Oh yeah. Oh,
first and foremost, don't try to kill me, cause I gotta go back. Don't try to kill me. Respect the shooter. Respect the
damn.
shooters. Both videos were shot very, very well. Graphics was right. The scenery was right. The background was right. The ladies was right. Everything was right. It was put together real right on both songs. So definitely respect the shooters at
Appreciate
the
it, man.
shootout. The shooters being there, their graphic design for.
Yeah.
So definitely
You
respect the
know,
shooters
that
on that.
yeah,
Um,
that goes back to
back,
Polo, man, the vice president, bro. Yes, sir. AD Polo, man.
yeah.
Like I said, he's a producer, man. He's very gifted, bro. That's all. Man, I can't go on about it, bro. We're gonna do a whole separate thing about Polo alone. Very humble brother, man. I'm
Yeah,
dead ass serious, man.
man. Shout out to Polo, man. Like I said, man, make sure y'all support him everywhere he at. Um, back into it, man. Let's talk about the state of hip hop. It's getting so violent, man. There's so much going on in the state of hip hop. The landscape has changed. Drill music and pain music and violence music is reigning supreme at this time. But also at the same time, violence is starting to spike against artists. So my question to you: are hip hop artists at risk?
Um, again, I did a music conference seminar at Notre Dame this past weekend, and somebody asked that question that you just asked, and I had to sit there, and I didn't want to give the politically correct answer that that everybody gives, as far as you said, drill music and everything like that. So but it's the content that if you can be disrespectful, everybody can make music, bro. Okay, but see, these young artists are I wouldn't dare speak on a dead person's situation, bro, and make fun of that, because social media, between social media and the labels encourage it. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's just what it is. I ain't worried about losing my job. They can't fire me for me going against the grain. I couldn't say nothing when I was in radio. You know what I'm saying? Because they paid me. But now that I'm not in big radio, and I work for a private situation, it's the industry, because of they pushing violence so they can build these prisons. So everybody can go down there where C Murder is at in Angola. You dig what I'm saying? Go to Parchment Prison and all that shit. Go out there to Florence, Colorado, the Supermax prison, to out in California to Chino, and all that, to New York and all that, to Kentucky, to the castle and all that. These prison systems is was funding the let me rephrase that. John John Legend is an advocate of, you less time for killing somebody.
You cutting out.
He's gonna do it. Now, doing records with everybody, but dropped Lil Durk. He used to be with them. They dropped him, and they thought that it would kill his career, and it didn't. Because one thing is, he know how to network. He would jump and do a record with anybody. Look, I had to explain to people what they said. What's the difference between GDs and BDs? I'm an OG, and when I tell them, I said, "Let me tell you something. GDs and BDs don't kill each other. And what they doing it, bro? All you hear is O Block this and that." I said, no. You can represent where you from, proud from where you from. Master P did it, Calio Projects and all that. You dig what I'm saying? So the Slim and them did it. Cash Money and them did it. You can be proud of where you from, but watch your rhetoric. At that time, there was no internet. Now, you can put something on here right now that should have go viral in less than 3-4 minutes by hitting the click a button. Talking reckless. People like violence. We're attracted to violence. That's how Q, may he rest in peace, from World Star. That's how he made his money. He made his money off of naked hoes and motherfuckers fighting. So everybody had a smartphone. Now they was giving away smartphones when Nextel Cricket came out with the smartphone. So everybody fighting on school buses, fighting in front of schools, so they can get famous on the internet. 15 minutes of fame. Niggas was getting on the internet and going around and shooting people and telling on themselves. They made it easy. If I was a Fed, if I was a lawyer, it was easy as hell. All I gotta do is go back and pull that video. This shit lasts forever, man. So what is it gonna take to stop it, bro? The music content. You see what we talking about? We talking about selling sex, bro. You know what I mean? Run it up. Hey, look here. If you look at that video, carefully on the Run It Up video, you got everybody: Crips, Bloods, Latin Kings, GDs, VDs, BDs, Moles. Everybody was in that video. Okay, that's to let you know something. We united, bro. We can get along. We can go to any park. Ain't got to shoot each other. We cooked out, man. We barbecued that day. We shot that video. Had a car show and everything, bro. It was no problems. The difference of it is if you watch that video, though, it's a bunch of OGs, though. Okay, we didn't have too many young kids there, and the few that was, they was interested in learning how can we get along so we can all eat and make money together. That's the difference.
Yeah, a lot of the questions that I've been hearing, and this, I'm curious to see your answer on this one. This one is a lot that I've been hearing, that people been talking about the double standards on the way things are pushed in the industry, as far as like with and this is no. First, I'm gonna put a disclaimer out there. This is not to bash anyone. This is not to spotlight any particular race, sex, color, or creed. It's just to give an example of what's going on. Like, so basically, back to the question, a lot of people be saying that they don't like the way that they're comfortable with pushing sexuality, but in any kind of form they're comfortable pushing sexuality, but they don't like the fact that violence is being pushed in music. So is it a double standard when it comes to these topics?
Yeah, because the two oldest professions in the world known to mankind goes back to for those that are religious on here. No disrespect on. It's sex and violence. It's in the Bible. Now, if you read the Bible, it ain't us, because the violence is pushed by the Caucasian persuasion. You dig what I'm saying? So it's not us. We are the least aggressive, but the media paints us to be the most aggressive. In the last 6 years, it's been over 40 something mass shootings. 100 mass shootings in those last 6 years. All of it only certain news cycle. Beneficial? then they will use that, and then the labels will use that violence to help sell records. They will depict a video or make a TV series that you love watching, Law and Order, and then they take something that really happened in your city. They just change the names, like they said at the beginning. These characters are fictional, but it was a real life event that happened because people love violence. They love gore. You see what I'm saying? We attract to it. In social media is like the blood, and we as people are sheep or as piranhas, and you drip a little blood in that water, you know we down there, we swimming. When we smell blood, what do? We coming for it. We attracted to it. Like sex is the world's oldest profession. Next oldest profession is violence. It is what it is. Look at the Romans. So it is a double standard. Yes, it is.
So true. So, and I asked that question. A lot of people felt like that, and I kind of felt like that. But at the same time, it's not the double standard that I worry about. I was raised old fashioned. And the way I was raised was that the situation started in home first, and then it's the way. It's like, for an example, and like I say once again, not to bash anyone, creed, sex, color, creed, anything like that.
Yeah.
With the Dwayne Wade situation and their son being out at such a young age and them pushing a narrative that it's
That's the Me
okay.
Too movement. The internet and the Me Too movement, bro. 10 years ago, it wasn't like that. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean, we can use Dwayne Wade. We can use Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith's child. We can use hell, well, fuck that. Hell, we can use R. Kelly.
Johnny. Yeah. Johnny
Okay,
Depp.
let's be real. Let's use R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Look what they did to them two. Okay, and trying to do and still doing. And then you look at little buddy that somehow mysteriously commits suicide because been there under federal watch. But yeah, come on, bro. You know why? Because if he would have exposed that black book, them boys told him, we're gonna disappear. You need to make yourself die. Somehow we're gonna accidentally leave something here. And you know, they covered it up good because now you don't hear no more about it. You gotta dig for it if you want to know. But then they roast his lady that was setting all these underage meets up with Bill Clinton and the Prince of England or whatever his name is, and all these other political figures. You dig what I'm saying? So you got to sit there and look at the situation, man. Social media and the Me Too movement pushed the whole issue. I'm a father. I got boys and I got 2 daughters. And I'm going to tell you, I know how I feel about mine. But I'm not going to be the parent. Shout out to them fucked up parents from Memphis, Tennessee, and Georgia, and some of these other places that drove their daughters to R. Kelly while he was up in another state. Took your daughter across state lines and put your daughter on a bus with a bunch of grown motherfucking men. Why the fuck they didn't prosecute the parents? Double standard. Because R. Kelly, former artist with RCA Records, want to own his 100% of his publishing. Now we know when you get to Holland Publishing, what happens? You die, they blackball you, or you get killed.
The list goes on.
Yeah. So now they don't care. They got their money.
Yeah.
First they pulled off.
Too.
Yeah, first they pulled all R. Kelly's music off the Me Too movement. But then when these women found out, these people found out these women was lying and shit, and then they would find out a lot of this shit is not true. They was pulling up over 20-year-old shit. Now, one of the girls that's supposed to say that he's supposed to have raped, R. Kelly's engaged to right now.
Oh, I
Come
know.
on,
I saw
man.
that.
Come on, bro. Like, come on, prosecutors. Come on, somebody judge be smart. If Johnny Cochran was alive today, may he rest in peace, he be the got his ass off. He got OJ off. I know he could have got his ass off. But we ain't gonna go on about that. That's enough of that.
Yeah, we know why they didn't do Jeffrey. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah,
Maxwell,
yeah,
Grazine Maxwell. She took the charge on that.
yeah.
Um, um, but yeah, man, we're gonna get some more into this conversation about music, but we're gonna take a little halftime music break. Go back into the
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
Let's
Let's
go,
go to that life. Let's go to that life record.
James
Break Woo
Knight.
with James, Sweet James. Yeah, ain't shit.
Why do we live if we killing each other? Life. No matter your color, you're still my brother. Life. We hating each other and don't know why. Life. We should stick together, but some don't try. Life. We raising our children to judge by skin. Life. When truth be told, they could be kin. Life. We yelling America, the land of the great. Life. Why are we treating each other with hate? The wealthy stay wealthy, the poor stay poor. Life. No money for homeless, but money for war. Life. We step on each other to keep us down. Life. It's time to stand up and turn things around. Life.
I once thought that it was healing to be punished for my sin. Every cut seems shallow. Just before the blood began,
Thou shalt not cannot steal. Some of the way we to live. We take from each other and kill all the time. When we relive the truth and stop all the lying. They say that we won, but we divided by race. You get sniped cause of the color of your face. Was always told, no evidence, no case. They just say out the gun and all this erased. When we see that we hurt at our home. It could be the same man to say your life when you don't. Let's look at each other, let's shake our hand. Look deep in the neck and realize you're a man.
I once thought that it was healing to be punished for my sin. Every cut seems shallow. Just before the blood begins.
Power to the people. Power to all people. We are all equal. We are all one race, the human race. Let's stop the senseless hate and let's stop the senseless killings. Let the kids grow to love. Leave your selfish ways behind. Sweet James Jones, give it to him.
Yes, sir. Great Woo and James, Sweet James. Yeah, buddy.
That was
Video
Great
of the
Woo
year.
featuring James Knight, Life,
Yes, yes,
uh,
sir.
like, great vocals, on both sides. That white boy got some stuff. I'm sorry. But
Yeah, 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 yeah.
it's really about the message though, because the message that
Powerful,
they were
bro.
giving in that piece of art, I hope y'all was able to take that knowledge from him, because life is short.
Yeah,
You live it with purpose. You gotta live it with understanding. You know what I'm saying? And compassion, because life is definitely short. I love what they were saying on there and about embracing each other and embracing embracing each other and showing love to each other in unity. So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
when that brother touch down, you gonna see him here on this podcast. We gonna talk.
Oh,
CEO.
bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know
Free
what I'm
the
saying?
real, bro. Fully free the
Yeah.
real.
We definitely gonna talk, man. Free the real for damn shit show. Stop locking our brothers up. That brings me to
Yeah,
the next subject. Just a little side note. Matter of fact, it might turn into a whole conversation piece, but just a side note. To my young brothers, please
yeah,
be safe out here. We are what they call at war. And not only are we at war with ourselves, we're at war with those folks over there that we call 12. We're at war with the politicians. And now our females are at war. See what
yeah,
I'm saying? They're trying to break us down. I hope not only us black folks as a culture, but also men and women around the world pay attention to what's going on at this moment. They're trying to break us down. It's a mentality that was used in the military where they
yes,
break you
sir.
down, then build you back up to what they want
Build
you
you
to. You
back up. That's right.
know what I'm saying? So understand that they're trying to build us into what they want us to be by trying to break us down. Because we are stronger together than we are apart. You
All
know,
day, every day, bro. That's right. Yes, sir.
so I want to tell my young brothers out here, man, especially my young African American brothers, man, be safe out here. Because our life
Man.
has no value to those who don't see value in it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm old fashioned. Once again, I was always told if you want somebody to love you, you have to first love yourself.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
they hate accumulates from the hate we see in each other. Understand that. And as weird as that may sound, it's 100% fact. They see how much we hate our own skin. So for them, it's easier for them to come in the slick of the moment and attack. You understand? See when and shout out. I ain't about to get the preaching here, but shout out to Denzel Washington because he said it best. He said, "When you're at your greatest point, the devil will attack." You know what I'm saying? So I want you to understand, as a black man, as the newfound majority. If you're not understanding what I'm saying, as a black person, as a newfound majority, you at your greatest peak. And the devil right now is trying to stop that glow, stop that joy. And the only way we can beat that is if we work as a unit. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
So,
Yes,
so
sir. You said it. You said it best, bro. That's why I sent you those records in that particular order. I didn't even know that the interview's gonna go the way it was gonna go. I just went with my gut, because
mhm.
like you know, like I said, man, the whole team of Faceoff Entertainment, man, you know, yeah, I sent you those four particular videos. Well, we got one more we're gonna play at the end, but those four videos are so powerful in so many different ways that we can conversate about one and just go into a whole separate show about each video and why. Well,
Mhm.
and like I said, that video, that live video that you just played, is an old record, bro. It
Yeah.
was something that we seen something happen on the news that the
Yeah.
privileged kids was messing with the indigenous Indians up north and stuff.
Mhm.
So James Knight got with Wu and Polo. They recorded that record, man. They did that, man. They shot the video, man, and like I said, we our vault of music is so deep, man. I think
Mm.
between Polo and Great Wu alone, just them two, and not because one is the CEO and the other one is the vice president, but on the artistry and production wise, man, they got over 600, 800 records in the vault, bro.
Mm.
We don't need a label out here.
Mm.
We can make music about anything. We talk about real life experience that we personally went through. Racism, growing up in the South, going through racism in Europe. Yeah, it happens in Europe too. Racism is everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? Those Iraqis that we was taught to hate in the late 80s and 90s, when you ask any brother that went overseas in Iraq and Afghanistan or Africa, they don't hate us brothers. I could walk into a mosque all day long, but they hated my captain. That was the white dude, a major, the general. They hated those. They called him the devil and shit because they knew we wasn't on that violent shit unless we got pushed to go there. We the last to go to that situation. And like you just said, man, we got to be there for each other, man. We can agree to disagree, but at the end of the day, we're going to be bigger and better men. We work together. Because these women out here got no business raising little boys, and these little boys start to act like little women and shit. You know what I'm saying? I told this little dude at the gas station yesterday, like, homie, Indiana, you can just carry a fucking hammer, bro, all day long, bro. Hey, man, what you about to go in there with that chopper for in the gas station? Oh, shit, man, in case these ops. Nigga, ops, how old are you, 14? Bro, let me tell you something. If you're going to use that motherfucker and you put somebody down, you ain't going to have it with you in prison, bro. Do you even know how to fight? I'll teach you how to box. I used to box Golden Gloves, man. Nigga, I'll teach you how to use your hands. Because, nigga, when you go to prison, after you take a life, it's over for you. You somebody's little girl. But we got women raising men. It ain't right. You dig what I'm saying? So, no. Yes, sir. Uh-oh. My brother Steve. Yeah.
It definitely got women did raising men, and no woman should have to. But also, and that brings me to my point about this Roe versus Wade thing, and it just drives me up the wall. And that's a whole nother conversation for another time. But I definitely will say that I disagree with that ruling.
Yeah.
You know, and I will say that because women should have a choice of what to say to do with their bodies. Period.
Yeah.
Whether they decided to open their legs or not,
Yeah. Yeah.
respectfully, regardless if they decided they have a choice what to do with their body, because that's a life altering event, and man shouldn't judge what a woman do with their body. Period.
Well, me personally is this: a woman is going to carry that baby. She want to carry that baby, then let her carry it. If she don't want to carry the baby, and if I'm not going to be a politician and tell you what you can do with your body. I'm a man. If that baby ain't by me, that's not my business. That's not my business. I wish you the best of luck, sweetheart. God bless you and that baby. I'm not getting into that. But we got the wrong people minding the wrong business. And we still got homeless people out here. You know what I'm saying? We got homeless vets out here. We got a lot of homeless kids that are not getting adopted. You're gonna have more kids in foster care and in group homes because of people don't want these babies. So now you can't abort them now. So guess what's going to happen? Who's going to feed these kids? The taxpayers. They're going to complain about that too. So it is what it is, man. So it's a damn shame. Shout out to my sisters because they watching this, and I got 6 sisters, man. Hey, I ride or die for y'all, but if nigga rape you, he going to sleep. He out of here.
John Day.
Bottom line.
Chop It Up podcast. Like I said, man, it's been a dope interview. Let the people know where they can look you up at. The ones that don't know about you, if they don't know, they need to know. So just give them a whole bunch of information. Let us know about Faceoff Entertainment, because we ain't really break that down. Let me know about Faceoff Entertainment.
Yeah. Faceoff Entertainment is based out of Macon, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
It started back in 2002. Again, Great Woo. Great Woo underscore SK. That's GREATWU_SK. He's the founder of it. SK stands for Southern Chaos from the group he used to be in. RIP to the fellas that have passed on. So AD Polo, ADPOLO, official AD Polo on Twitter, Instagram, everything is all the same. We keep everything unified, just like Faceoff Entertainment. He got his own Twitter, Instagram. That's Faceoff Entertainment all the way on Instagram. Shit. The only thing I don't think we ain't got to get is TikTok on that, but we're gonna get it. We have to get it. Caution, shout out to Caution up in Chicago, Gary, Indiana. You follow her, KAUTZION. We're gonna drop some videos on her soon. We got to finish getting them edited and everything. I didn't like a couple of things, and when you put something out there, you want to put your best foot forward. You dig what I'm saying? So again, quality is everything. It's not about how much you got, it's what you got and how you work the situation. So if anybody's looking for a writer, a Caution writes for men and women. Even though all her music is about sex and fucking, excuse my language, but we grown on here. You know what I'm talking about? This is what we do. We represent the real. We ain't give you no flush shit. If you need beats or anything like that, or you need a writer or mix and mastering, AD Polo, ADPOLO. Again, we Faceoff Entertainment, we a one-stop shop, everything. And then last but not least, I can't forget my two sons, DJ Squad, I am DJ Squad on Instagram. And then of course my oldest son, he's 3rd Street Reese. He's in Louisville, Kentucky. So we already got his projects done. We just got to get the video done. Everything is on iTunes, YouTube, every streaming platform that's out there. And then of course myself, I'm DJ Big O 317. That's DJ DJ BIG, the letter O. O is for Oliver, in case anybody want to know what it stands for and stuff. And then the number 317, which is the area code for Indianapolis. When I try to trademark my name, DJ Big O, somebody beat me to it. So I had to put a 317 behind my shit. That is my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere social media, I'm there. Talk to me, holler at me. Don't send me no spam. Please don't. You send me a link, I'm not going to respond back to you. If you need help, we can set up an appointment. I will have one of my secretaries, I'm not getting on my social media. She will go ahead and will schedule something. We do one-on-one sit downs if need to be, but understand this: we run a business. Music is a business. You can make money. I make money by consulting people, talking to people. I do this right here is because out of respect, because I like my man's platform. So when you come to me, I'm not going to charge you $10,000, $15,000. My flat consulting fee is $1,500. Okay, that's it. Bottom line, I don't want a $1,501. That's it. Ain't no can I make a payment plan? No, it doesn't work that way. You want a product, you want the knowledge. I gave you a lot of it now. If it worked for somebody, it can work for you too. Flattery, imitation, all that is the best thing. You just have to adjust it to your situation. Okay? But hey, mailing shit into the radio station, walking up and doing guerrilla marketing, giving people a flyer at a music festival, Cherry Blossom Festival, Crawdad Festival, whatever the hell. Damn it, when you see a bunch of people go up there and fellas, if you know you're a street nigga, get your 10 pretty girls, make them a shirt with your name on it, front and back, and have them wear them Daisy Dukes and them little boots and let them go on out there and then put out your information. I bet you people will follow you. Listen to me. This ain't nothing new. I didn't make the wheel. I didn't create the wheel. I just reinvented it to make it fit for Faceoff Entertainment. So we move the way we move. We do about 30, 40 shows a year. That's it. We ain't got to do no more. We live and eat off of this shit. We buy houses, cars. Bro, we ain't got no more, bro. We got a family to take care of. Some of us got grandkids. Me, I'm the oldest one. But we just move smart. So without no further ado, Shout out to my man. Shout out to everybody in the 504, the NO.
You know the vibes,
Just it,
504 stand up.
yeah, yeah. But this next video I'm gonna introduce is Great Woo and Polo again. 80 Polo and Great Woo. It's off the song and my brother's keeper on all streaming platforms. Yeah, just enjoy this thing right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, what it do? It's been a long time coming, my niggas. It's been a minute since we back on the track together. You already know what it is with us, love and noise. Why? That these niggas was crack. It's been a long time coming. I'm not a no fuck shit. I'm not no pussy. I'm not no killer, but no pussy. It's been a long time coming. Still told that Uzi. One misunderstanding is quick to have you niggas oozing. Yeah, we say that we done it. Bro. We say that we have it. Got it. We say that we done it. Bro. We say that we have it. Got it. We say that we done it. Got it. We say that we done it. We say that we have it. I stay strapped up with that mid and Mac, nigga know that. Ride around with that whole thing, got a 12 pack. Back in 06, nigga, I was on the whole grind. Folk caught my ass sleeping, nigga, I did a little time. Now I'm back to set up straight. Niggas all the same, they all fake. I had to call them off for God's sake. Before I did some shit, we all hate. I don't worry about no other nigga, what he think of me? I'm just getting money, taking care of my fam, living lovely. Only fuck with the real G. Other niggas wanna be. Had a couple niggas betrayed, now they changed me. On why I'm trying to pull it on for another nigga. I just laid low, step on paper, or screaming fuck niggas. If you ain't on my level, I'm gon' tell you stay away from me. I don't want to smoke, but I smoking, that's on GP. Nigga walk around trying to play tough with G. Y'all cats, I'm a big everything. You been a long time coming, I'm not a no fuck shit. I'm not no pussy, I'm not no killer, but no push. It's been a long time coming, still told that Uzi. A misunderstanding is quick to have you niggas oozing. Yeah, we say that we done it. Bro. We say that we have it. Got it. We say that we done it. Bro. We say that we have it. Got it. We say that we done it. Bro. We say that we have it. Got it. We say that we bro. We say that we have it. Got it. I'm stacking these bucks. What you looking at, bro? Don't you try to act tough. You do not make enough. Guess I'm calling your bluff. I'm all about guap. That peso dinero. That mula de hierro. Running with Manita cause I cashed out with my partner Robin, no dinero. I'm flexing. I'm getting these chips. I'm stacking these riches, no lie. Damon Aaron call me Teddy. Bitches think I'm that guy. Bitches think I'm that fly. I came a long way from no PJ. Call me Julio when I touch down. Surveillance camera, no replay in the club. Bitches be showing me love. Niggas be slick hating. I know that they envy my buzz. I got so much clout, nigga. My rules be calling drugs. I used to drink a little lean, used to move a little drugs. It's been a long time coming. I'm no fuck shit. I'm not no pussy. I'm not no killer, but don't push. It's been a long time coming. Still told the Uzi. One misunderstanding is quick to have you niggas ooze.
Yeah, Faceoff Entertainment. Yeah. Appreciate you, man, once again, bro.
No problem, man. I appreciate you for coming on, man. Taking time out your schedule to come on. I don't know with everything you got going on, personal and business, man. It was a pleasure having. It was a pleasure having you on, man. Giving these youngsters this advice. I hope y'all took some notes, man. I hope y'all took some notes and got y'all some industry knowledge going on, man. Cause I'm tired of y'all saying what I need to do, man. I'm trying to make it. First off, I have a lot. I'm gonna tell you, cause you know I have a lot of people hit my inbox and they be like, "Hey, I want." You know, I got the record label thing. My brother's keeper. Shout out my brother's people. You know, I'm working on getting getting some talented artists. I got a few of them, and I'm just basically trying to push them as well as I push the other artists, keep the network going. And I have a lot of artists be hitting me, they be like, you know, got some very talented artists out of South Africa and stuff like that. But I know they don't be producing a lot of the music. They don't have the studio to produce. They don't know where to start. They don't know how the way to go about it because they're out of the country. You know what I'm saying? On that tier. So I hope that y'all can understand. First of all, you wanted to help you first and foremost, you got to start by helping yourself. If it ain't nothing but a phone and a voice recorder, start there. Start somewhere. You can always send your
Yes, sir.
stems to somebody to edit your shit for you. Hey, start somewhere. Start with your vocals and the beat. Take it from there.
Yeah.
That's your start. Yeah. Then when you get there, and you get it out there on YouTube, then you come over here, you let me interview you, or you go to another platform. Then we just trying to give you the golden guide to pushing yourself out there. Cause trust me, it's
Yeah.
gonna be years next month, and I can't tell you 2 years the transformation from when I started with the battle rap to now with the podcast, but still doing the battle rap, but now to the podcast, it's been crazy. You know what I'm saying? We just dropped the verses underground. Y'all know it's been a lot going on, but it's the Chop It Up podcast, man. Like I said, once again, special thank you to my guest, DJ Big O, who been in the building, you know, Faceoff Entertainment. Shout out to Faceoff Entertainment.
Wait.
You know what I'm saying? Free the real, you already know. Um, yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All day, every day. Yes, sir. I do want to tell you this.
You know,
As soon as we get Cautious
mm-hmm,
videos approved and everything, approve everything, I'm gonna let your podcast
mm-hmm.
be the one to do the world premiere. Before we even upload it up on YouTube,
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna let you
oh,
know
so
so that way we can get her to get back on here and you know she can introduce it, you know, through you.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Exclusive.
Definitely.
Yes.
World premiere. You heard it here first.
Yeah,
You
bro.
heard
We don't play, man. Hey, look,
it
we humble about ours, man. We love the network. We network with anybody, but please don't waste our time.
here.
You know, we ain't got time, bro. We ain't
Mm.
promised tomorrow, bro. So everything I do today, I do it for a reason, because you know I got some personal issues going on that I'm dealing with.
Yeah,
So I might not be here tomorrow or next week. So with that being said,
yeah,
man, replay this, share and like this.
yeah.
If you tune in the middle of it, you don't know what the beginning was. Watch it when he drop it. You support my man. He got his cash app on here,
Yeah.
man. Look, support him. I don't give a damn. You put $1 in there or $100. Okay,
Boom.
it's going to help him keep you getting this platform, because I know a lot of people that'll bust your ass to get on a podcast to talk to somebody like me. I promise you that. And if you want to spend that much
Yes.
money to get on the podcast just to do an interview, you could have used that to put that to your craft, mixing, mastering your music, getting you a video out there, and for promotion. So you got priorities first. Pay your bills, take care of home, and have a plan. Without anything, you ain't got no plan, you ain't spinning your wheels.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, man. Get you a plan, get you a direction, man.
Yes,
We was
sir.
chopping it up to you with Hawk Life and DJ Big O, man. It's the Chop It Up podcast, man.
Yes,
Chop,
sir.
chop, chop up. Let's
Yeah.
talk.